If that was oil, I'm used to it, but it's not, it's coolant. And that's something that I don't really want to leak. And the water pump's going out, so that's pretty fun. So I guess we're fixing that in this video. So next weekend is cruising the beach, or C10's at the beach actually, at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which is about 5 hours away from here. And this thing is going, whether it likes it or not. But the fun thing is I only have 2 days, which is this weekend, to get it ready, because I gotta go back to college Sunday, and it's Friday? That sounds right, it's Friday. And this thing's throwing a fit. It's not really throwing a fit, it's just being aggravating. There's alternator, you know there's alternator bolt that goes through there. Those are hot. There's alternator bolt, just, you know, kind of hanging out right there. So I got to deal with that. That happened when I was at college the first time, and I thought I fixed it. But that bolt's just too short, so I got to fix that. And I haven't checked the oil in probably 1,000 miles on this thing, so I probably need to do that too. That thing has no brakes, but it's not going to the show, so this is priority. Even though no one runs 250s anymore in these trucks, this was like one day at O'Reilly's, so I just had to order it, and it was there the next day. So that's pretty cool. So I put this fan tread in for the last trip. It's out of a motorhome, like a G10 or G20 motorhome. And it's been customized just a little bit to fit. But this needs to come out before I can drain the coolant. Huh. Well, that would explain why it's not, you know, circulating any. Okay, well, I don't, that's new to me. On a small block, it's got two different little inlets and outlets, and this little spinny thing's enclosed. There you go. But on a 250, it is literally just a hole in the block that goes in. So I think that's just neat. Because there's your cylinder wall. You can stick your finger in there all you want. I don't know why you would. There's your cylinder. I am going to spray all this down with water because coolant won't dry, if that makes sense, or antifreeze won't dry. You kind of just got to wash it downhill and forget about it. And yeah, the newer stuff, this is fine for the environment, right? Yeah, sure. I don't know, I completely forgot to put that under there because I was going to save some of this, but I guess I'm not now. So there goes 40 bucks. So I'm going to wash all this down and then go eat leftover Mexican food, and then come back. Hopefully the water pump will dry and we'll start putting this back together. So I really wished I got the first one on camera, but I'm cleaning out this radiator and just watch what this thing does. The first time it was like a waterfall. It was crazy. There's just all kinds of sediment and stuff that came out. See, there's some pieces right here. You go over here and it's get brown and stuff, and you just keep going back and forth until just getting all kinds of stuff out of there. So next, I'm going to take these heater cord lines off because I know for a fact that heater core stopped up. Yeah, that's normal. So before I try to flush that out, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put a moving blanket or something in that floor right there, just in case that heater cord decides to explode. I don't mess up my pretty carpet. I couldn't find a moving blanket, but I somehow managed to find the world's biggest tarp. So I made a cool little water slide out the door. Oh yeah. Oh, it's getting on me. I mean, it's brown, but it's not that bad. And it definitely wasn't stopped up. So honestly, I think my heater cord lines were just stopped up. There you go. Okay, that was definitely backed up. Yeah. But now it's looking pretty clear, so I'm going to move the hose to the bottom. Yep. Taco Bell. Heavy. Awesome. Threw some washers in there. I don't know why that was hitting. It wasn't hitting the other one, but. Good? Does it feel good to you? Yeah. And it's going to tighten up a little bit when you. Stay tight? Yep.
So it's right at 180, if you can even see that. It's a little bit scary how fast this thing gets up to temperature. It almost acts like there's something off with it, but I don't know. It just gets up to temperature like super quick. I didn't really explain what this thing was doing. What this thing was doing before. God, that's bright. What am I talking about? Oh, it was just getting hot for no reason. It was like really inconsistent with it getting hot too. So sitting in like traffic, it could do just as good as you could ask. It could stay right at 180, and then 10 minutes later you could be doing the same thing behind the same car, and it like go over 200. It was just really inconsistent. And at first I thought it was the gauge doing it, but after seeing what came out of that radiator when I flushed it, I really don't know. Full throttle. Well, not quite 50 miles an hour. So, I'm simulating traffic, sitting here in the carport, pretty close to my dad's truck up there, with it in gear and foot on the brake. I mean, that's not good, because I've been here for what, 30 seconds, and it's already at 200. That's great. Okay, almost 200. You see that? You see it? Well, I see it. Okay. Got this cool little tool. You go over here. Point it right there. What does that show? 109. 112. Ooh, 110. Oh, we're rising. Oh, that sure is almost close to 200. Go to the upper radiator hose. 109. That, I know it's going to be cold, but 79 degrees. That's my house temperature. But literally, sending unit is right there. It is a widowy white deal. And 136. What's the head showing? 160. Ooh, 158. I can lick that and be fine. 162, 159. Where's the cooling jacket at? Well, it's gonna be about right there anyway. So anyways, I think I need to invest in a new temperature gauge, because that thing, unless I'm smoking crack and don't understand how it happens, how can the fluid be inside metal be almost, how could the fluid inside metal be almost 200 degrees, be almost 200 degrees, and then the outside be like, oh, 160. I don't understand how that could happen. So I'm thinking that's factually incorrect. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Texts and gauges. I'm going to go and replace that temperature gauge. It's just something that I keep thinking that might be the issue, so I just want to go ahead and get it over with. Actually went ahead and already pulled the old one out up there. So got a box of goodies. There's a Sun Pro. I think there's a Bosch in here somewhere. So here's a cool tack I was going to put in that truck, but I didn't really want to figure out how to mount it. It's out of it says Marlin, so I'm assuming it's a boat. I think it looks pretty neat. This is just stuff we bought from swap meets throughout the years. There's a Bosch tack. There's battery gauge. Yeah, there's a Bosch white face tack. So I've got it through that grommet right there, and you know it's gonna go right there. And as much as, well, I know it's gonna look bad. I'm gonna try to keep it away from the heat from the manifold. So try to snake it in right there somehow. Actually, that won't be too bad because I can kind of sneak in with these lines. So
Yeah, actually, that's not gonna be terrible. So what's the chances of me replacing a bad gauge with yet another bad gauge?
I guess pretty high because this one doesn't work at all.
45.5 hours later, I got a new, forgot what those are called, temperature gauge, and went to advance. I just got another Bosch and it's working, so that's pretty cool. Maybe that'll fix the issue. If not, I've wasted days doing stupider stuff. So I'm done in here, I think. So I've got to be somewhere now, and I'm not quite done yet. I didn't get everything I wanted done, but honestly, I'm just out of time. So one more important thing is this is actually very important. I've got new stickers to put on this thing. Get that one, that one, that one. I got 3 of these because the guy just gave me the rest of them that he had. I didn't technically go on this. I was in college that day. I couldn't go to class. But the last day we were in Maggie Valley, me and my dad we did the cruise route and all the stops and stuff. So technically I didn't do it, but I did do it at the same time. So I'm putting my sticker on anyways because it's just a cool sticker. Which is probably going right there. And next year, I really want to go next year. I'm probably going to make it happen somehow. That next one's going to go there, then there, and then there. You know what I'm saying. All right, so this is going to be the end of this video. Again, like I said, I didn't do everything I wanted to do. I did a whole lot, but not everything I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? There's that sticker. Flyby. And then here's these. That's not crooked. It's not. I put stickers of where I've been on the back door instead of like right here, because these are plastic and they're actually in really good shape compared to some. So I don't really want to risk putting adhesive on it and doing stuff to it. So yeah, 90% sure this will make it to the beach. I don't see why it won't. Even with the overheating, I'd still take it there. I don't care. I'm to the point now where I'm so fed up with that. I'm just like, if it explodes, it explodes. Don't really know what else to say, other than I'm done with working on this because I have no more time. So thanks for watching.